Hey everyone! Today we are making the incredibly easy German chocolate poke cake. So these are some of the ingredients I'm using today. You can find the full recipe in my description with all of the ingredients and directions. This recipe is truly super easy. You're probably not going to need the instructions, so just follow along with me. First, we're going to begin with our boxed cake mix. You're going to get yourself some chocolate boxed cake of any kind, of any brand. I chose the Betty Crocker Triple Fudge Delight. I had never seen this one before, but it stood out to me and I thought it would be good for this recipe. But you can try any chocolate cake for this recipe. So I'm following the instructions on the back of the box cake. So you're going to look at your box cake and see what it needs. Follow the instructions that came with your box cake, and essentially you're going to make a chocolate cake. This is actually my first time making the poke cake. I have never made a cake like this before, but I've seen how it's made and it seemed like something I could easily make. I'm making this cake for my mom's birthday. I think it's something that she would like, so I'm giving it a try. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it turns out good. I have a disposable cake pan here because I'm going to take it over to her house and leave it with her. If y'all have ever tried a poke cake, let me know down below in the comments what kind of cake you made and if you have any suggestions or recommendations for poke cakes. I think I'd like to give another one a try. So by the end of this video, I'll let you know how it turned out and what I thought about this cake. As I'm putting all these ingredients and mixing them together, I have my oven preheating to 350 degrees. So just continue on making your cake, and then you're going to put it in a cake pan. It's better to put it in like a rectangular cake pan, but I'm sure that you could do like circle as well. I just say that it's a little better for the rectangular because you can evenly make the pokes throughout it. The reason this is called a poke cake is because you are going to be using a wooden spoon that you can kind of vaguely see there off to the side to create holes, essentially poking the cake. So now I'm ready to pour my batter into my pan, and this is just very easy. You're essentially just following the cake mix instructions that came with your box cake, and you're going to bake your chocolate cake. This would be a fun one to include your family. Kids would be good because it's so simple to make and it's kind of fun as well. All right, I'm just scraping the bottom of the barrel here, getting all of that out of my bowl, and I'm getting ready to go ahead and get this cake in the oven. This cake mix is essentially just box cake, but when it all comes together, you are going to want to let it set in the refrigerator for a couple hours to overnight. So I'm making it the day before I'm actually going to be eating the cake. There goes the cake in the oven, and just like magic, here it is. It's come out. I've done the, poking it with the knife and it came out clean, so it is ready. Now I've got my wooden spoon here like I mentioned before, and I'm just going to poke holes all the way down in rows just like so. And the best utensil to use is a wooden spoon like this one. You want your holes about that big, and you want to space them out about an inch apart. We're doing this because we're going to be pouring some condensed milk on top of the cake, and this is going to seep into the holes and really moisten the cake and make it very, very rich and delicious. So you're just going to pour the condensed milk straight on top of the cake. And you can see my condensed milk's kind of just staying how I poured it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a spoon or something to spread with and spread it all over the top of the chocolate cake. It will find its way into the little holes, and it will also just kind of be on top of the chocolate cake in a layer that will eventually soak into the chocolate cake. So essentially, when it's all said and done and you've chilled it and everything like that, you're not going to even see the condensed milk. It would have soaked into your cake. So I'm just spreading it like so. You can see the condensed milk is going into some of the holes there. That's exactly what you want to happen. Now the next step is to put the icing on top. I got coconut pecan. This is what gives it that German chocolate taste. So they sell this at the store. I picked this up at Walmart, so I think they have it everywhere. And I heated mine up just a little bit so that it would be easier to put on. As you can see now, it's like really easy to kind of pour out of the container and spread. So I'm going to go ahead and spread it all on top. I'm going to cover all of that condensed milk, everything like that, so that you just see the icing on top. This icing is very sweet as well, so this cake is very sweet, very rich. It's one of those cakes that you want to have a glass of milk with. So I'm using the whole container of icing, and that turned out to be just enough to cover the top. My pan is a 9 by 13 baking pan, and that is the size that I'm making here. Once I have everything spread on top and all of my icing there on top, I'm going to cover this cake and I'm going to place it in my refrigerator. If you're wanting to eat this the same day, you're going to want to chill it for at least 2 hours in your refrigerator. If you can hold off for the next day, that will develop a better flavor and it'll just be really, really delicious if you give it a little bit more time. So that's what I did. I chilled it overnight. So here it is, ready to go in the fridge. And I've made some space in the fridge, and here it is. This is what it turned out like. We actually did have it for my mom's birthday. It was delicious and everybody enjoyed it. Thank y'all so much for coming along for today's video, and I will see you on the next one.